Hey everybody, how you doing today? Hopefully your week has been well, and I want to give you a couple words of encouragement to help you push through and persevere throughout the remainder of the week and end on a good note. And this is my Motivational Minute. I do have this YouTube channel. It is underneath my name, Aaron Lassiter, and I would like for you all to like, share, subscribe, hit the notifications, and comment on the post because I want to be able to influence everyone and allow us to reach our true levels in life. Now here's the quote. Sometimes patience is the only form of payment accepted. You can't pay for things that take patience. Sometimes it takes time for things to develop. You can't just throw money at everything. Things take time. It takes time in order for you to be well respected. It takes time in order for you to come up with the perfect idea and a perfect concept to answer life's questions. It takes time for you to get to know someone. It takes time for you to grow a business. It takes time for you to cook food. Everything takes patience. And what you have to understand is it's not going to be overnight. It's not going to be just the next day. And sometimes it won't be the next week. It takes time and it takes patience. And you have to sit there and wait sometimes. And again, and research and analyze and just go through certain things just because it's going to take time. And again, it's not easy. It's not easy whatsoever. But in the long run, it is going to be well worth it. You can't pay for you can't pay for that. Patience is just something where no card is accepted. You know, the form of payment is, hey, it's just going to take time. It's going to take a week. Say for example, your credit ain't all the greatest, and you try to purchase a car. You can't just go in there and just purchase a car, getting the payment that you thought that you would get without some patience. The process of purchasing a car in general takes patience. You gotta run a whole lot of stuff. They gotta analyze a lot of things. You gotta drive the car that you want. You have to see yourself in the car. You have to do all of these things, and it's gonna take patience. Buying a car is not a 2-hour process. It takes a lot more time than that because you got to run a lot more numbers. You got to go through a lot more things. And then whatever car you get, once you finish, you got to wait till the car gets clean. You got to wait till the car gets a full tank of gas. So that's the prime example of things taking patience, right? It takes time for you to do these things. If you're going to school and you're trying to get a degree, you're not going to get it overnight. It won't take a year. Sometimes it's going to take you a little bit of time. And sometimes life throws you obstacles to where you can't do it in a certain amount of time, and sometimes you have to prolong that time. And it's okay. Patience is okay. But you have to learn to be patient. You have to learn to understand that patience is not harmful. It can be very beneficial and helpful. You don't always look at it this way, which I understand because sometimes I'm very impatient, and it happens that way. Sometimes I want things to happen right now, and when it doesn't happen, then I get a little upset. I get frustrated. It happens to us all, especially when you know that you put the work in, so you expect the results. But sometimes the results don't come exactly when you want them. It takes patience. Again, if you're trying to do certain things, if you're trying to buy a house, that definitely takes patience because the process is you see the house, you see a bunch of houses, then you see the one that you want to get, and then you have to go and you have to get all these credit checks ran. Then after you get the credit check, then you have to go and get your finances right, and then they're looking through every single thing with a fine-tooth comb to see if you qualify for a bank to give you a certain amount of money for X amount of years, whether it's fixed or where it's a variable interest rate. Whatever it is, it takes patience in order for these things to happen. And again, these things are not overnight. And I'm just using those two as examples for patience. Again, you can't just throw money at everything because it just takes time. It's not an overnight process. Regardless of whatever you may think or whatever you may say, patience is important. Patience is a virtue. And the more patient you are with your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, the more you allow things to develop, the better off you'll be, the better you can see how things grow, you can see how things happen, and you can be beneficial. It can be beneficial to you and a lot of other people because you were patient. This right here is my motivational minute. And again, I would like for you all to like, share, subscribe, and comment. But patience is important. You can't pay for it. You can't change it sometimes. You just have to sit and allow things to happen. Let the ground settle, and then you move forward. So let the ground settle within your life, and now you move forward and continue on your dreams. I'll see you next week.